Can your wife sell your home without you? You're living your best maple syrup-filled life in Canada when Cupid strikes and sends you flying across the Pacific to China. Before tying the knots, you and your sweetheart buy an apartment and put her name on the deed because of her mom's request. One day, at a gathering more revealing than a fortune cookie, you overhear some relationship advice that makes you choke on your dim sum. Make sure he buys a house in your name before marriage, because if things go south, at least you've got property. Your brain starts doing somersaults faster than an Olympic gymnast. Whoa, hold up there. Does the name on the deed means it's all hers? I've been paying for the mortgage too. According to Article 309 of the Civil Code, when there's no clear agreement about property shares, they're determined by financial contribution. If that's unclear, it's assumed to be equal shares. In other words, if you've been paying for the house during marriage, you've got a claim to it even if your name isn't on the house. So what if your dear wife decides to pull a Houdini and sells the house to someone else without telling you? You come home one day to find some strangers measuring up your living room for curtains. In this case, unfortunately, if the buyer acted in good faith, which means they had no idea about your claim to the property, they get to keep the house. It's like showing up to a party after all the cake's been eaten. You just can't demand it back from the people who've already digested it, guys. However, don't despair. While you can't get the house back, you can sue your spouse for compensation. You'll be entitled to claim your share of the property's value, which is essentially half the price since you've been contributing equally here. Need a lawyer? Call Edgar.